Distractions. Things that obstruct you from focusing on all other matters within your reality. So what is distracting you right now in your life? Is it your family, your kids, your cell phone, your work, your school, your job? Well, block everything else out right now and just focus on yourself. Forget about the textbooks, forget about what the media sold to you, because I can promise you about half of it is lies. In your everyday life, you are presented things that are meant to distract you from the truth that's going on behind the curtains. Things like professional sports, video games, but have you ever paused and tried to reflect on your own understandings of the world? We sit there staring at a screen, but are we really watching? 9/11. Sandy Hook. UFOs. The Vegas shooting. The Florida shooting. The moon landing, disease, world hunger, space.
Most of the news and the media outlets we see today are either making up fictional stories, part of the stories, or not telling the whole story. Far back in history, the elites of society would always try to distract and oppress the more ordinary citizens. A prime example of this would be the bread and circuses during the ancient Roman Empire, where the upper class and the elite would try to distract the citizens from the fact that their government was falling apart with entertainment and food. And that's just one example. So why would it be any different since then to now that our government or elites within our society would not be trying to distract us from what's really going on and what's actually happening?
Kim Jong-un is an example of an elite individual manipulating the outside world and his own citizens by trying to say his country is good, even though there has been human experimentation, starvation, and high rates of poverty. Another example of an elite manipulating the lower classes is Vladimir Putin, as he manipulated the polls so he was able to win the election in Russia. So as Americans, we see all these other things happening in other countries, yet we act like it couldn't happen to us when it's happening right now.
A prime example in the media that's going on currently that's distracting people is the Florida shooting. David Hogg is a prime example of a crisis actor. The government put him in there to be made to be the front person talking about everything that was going on in the Florida shooting. David Hogg is 25 years old. He graduated in 2015, and before the shooting, he transferred in. Everyone knew it. Everyone knows he's not a student or a real kid. Everyone knows the truth, but he still doesn't admit it.
Easy.
Alright.
Really, Vinny?
Yeah, like he's not even supposed to be in our school. He's like 25 and he's from California, even though he's my debate partner. What the hell? Shocking.
This Florida shooting and our current events that are going on right now is just a small piece of a lie that is being slipped into the media. That I can't even explain how big of lies they are slipping in and no one is even noticing. So the big question is, why do they do it? By putting fear in our lives, they are able to control us through fear. With fear, we need protection, and they can provide that, and with that, we need them. The elites need us to rely on them, so they are able to do whatever they want to us and get away with it.
In the end, it's up to the individual of society to either follow their own path and think for themselves, or to be oppressed by the elites of a society and just fall under their rule. As highly intelligent creatures, it's our job to be able to spread out in unique ways and be able to work together with cooperation without having to lie and manipulate to each other. That is why you must stick up for what you believe in and must reform your own brain to what you want to believe in.
It's time to open your eyes and see what's around you. Now that we have given you the information, it is up to you to decide what to do with it.